Today I'll be showing you how to add your own varieties to any EzCoin database, as well as how to create your own new database and populate it with data. First, let's begin by adding a new unlisted coin in the US database, which I now have open. As of today, December 23rd, 2014, we have not entered the 2015 pennies into the US database, so this will serve as a good example on how to add a variety. So first we will retrieve the 2014 pennies by entering the denomination and year and pick from the resulting list. So I'll clear the screen first. And then we'll do 1 cent coins. And we'll do 2014. So here's the 3 coins from 2014. We'll choose the first one. Once we have the coin on screen, we can edit any of the 5 key fields which make up the unique lookup in the database. Namely, these are the denomination, the year, the type, the variety, and the mint mark. So let's change the year to 2015. And I'll clear out the UID, and I'll get back to this later. And then we save it. And now we are prompted whether we want to add this as a main variety or as a sub-variety. So we'll enter it as a main variety and click on Save. And now we've entered the 2015 coin. If we now want to edit any of the information, we can certainly inventory this coin. And as you can see, I've inventoried it. I'll run a quick report to show you. So there's our 2015 Lincoln Shield penny. There we go. Alright, so that's all there really is to it. We can easily do the 2016 coins or any other coin that you want as a variety. Now let's get back to the UID field that I cleared earlier. The UID stands for Universal Identifier for these types of coins. This is SoftPro's unique identifier, or UID for short, for each coin in the database that is created by SoftPro. For example, if you wanted to see the 25-cent coins of 1950, we would just type in 25C-1950 and hit enter, and it'll bring up a list of all the 25-cent coins that are available. The format is always the same. It's the denomination followed by a dash and then by the year. Simple and easy to remember. Okay, let's move on now to how to create a new database not yet supplied in EzCoin and add some coins to it. So I'll first close the US. And let's create a new database for Great Britain by selecting it from the list. So we go to File, New, and we'll select Great Britain. As you can see, it'll pull up the flag and currency symbols and whatnot, and we'll leave that alone. We will add grades in the next step. So let's create it. Now that it's created, let's open it. And there it is. Now you'll see we have a totally blank database with no information in it. So first thing we need to do is set the type of grades that we want to be able to see when we use the Great Britain database. And we use the grade configuration editor for this. And you can add grades are defined in EzCoin as groups, but you can also just select individual coins. So for example, if we selected group 1, it'll add all those in the database. But for now, I'm just going to add the fine, the very fine, and the extra fine. And let's also add the uncirculated and brilliant uncirculated. There's the brilliant and uncirculated. And we can rearrange these. So that's the order I'd like to see them in. And we save it, and now there they are. Now let's add our first coin to the Great Britain database. I've scanned a couple of coins from my collection. So I have a 1954 half crown, so let's add that. So first we enter the denomination, half crown, and then we'll enter the year as 1954. And the reign, that will be an Elizabeth. That's a laureate bust. And I believe that's all I need. And we'll save it. Oop, I can't have a grade selected there. Save it again. And we'll choose to enter this as a main variety. Now that we've entered all that, we can then enter any other variety information or other pertinent information. So for example, I know that the diameter is 32.3 millimeters. I know the weight is 14.14 grams. And I also know that it's reeded. And the composition is copper nickel. And the description is crowned. So now I've entered the description. And the period, these were issued from 1954 to 1970. And if we knew the mintages, we could enter them. And now I'm going to enter the grade of my coin. My coin is an extra fine. And the market value is $8. And there it is. I've just entered my first Great Britain coin. We can verify that by just running a quick report. And there it is. Now, we can also add the images to this. I've already pre-scanned some of these coins, so I'll link them up. And we'll browse for it. There's the 1954 obverse. And now I'll do the reverse. Oops. I changed my path there for some reason. And with here in the images, Great Britain, main images, and there they are again. So I'll choose the reverse and save it. So now I've entered that coin. Now I also have a 1956 coin of this, which is identical. So all I need to do is change that to a 6 and save it as a new variety. I can change the value. This one is a little bit less. And if I wanted to enter the information of where I purchased it from, just click on the Purchase tab, double click here, and that was an extra fine. I paid $3.25. I purchased that earlier this year. And I purchased that from Century Stamp and Coins. And there's my purchase information. And there you go. And now we can run a report so that we can see those coins. And there they are. So in a similar way, you could add the whole series. In fact, this is what we use to create our own supply databases in EzCoin. As you can see, the process is fairly easy. That's all for today. Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll have more videos in the near future.